34-year-old young man who died at the hands of a local store owner. He is being charged with murder. The death will be ruled as a homicide. He was shot fatally in his back as he was running away from the store. I want to be very clear because I've seen lots of things on social media. Yes, he was shot in the back. Yes, he was running away. No, he did not shoplift anything from that store. I want to be very clear about that. The video footage that we have seen shows him picking some items up, not stealing them, and then he politely and quickly placed the items back where he found them. He was shot not on the store property. He was shot as they were pursuing him away from the property. So I want to be very clear that as we are looking at things on social media, that we are reading the right narrative. I am the coroner for Richland County. I work collaboratively with the Sheriff's Department, but we must perform our own investigation, and we do that using the body. We use it doing science. They have their whole criminal investigation that they do. I have personally seen that the alleged murderer has been placed into custody. I stayed. I waited as I was walking out of the Sheriff's Department. I literally saw him being escorted in. He is in police custody. So for those people that are saying, he was not apprehended, yes, he has been apprehended. He is in the Sheriff's Department custody. The 14-year-old who died, his name is Cyrus Carmack-Belton. We want justice for this young man. Even if he were shoplifting, no one deserves to be shot in their back. This was one gunshot wound. I know that there's going to be lots of media coverage around this. There are protesters down at the gas station where this incident initiated. And so we understand that people are upset. We understand that people are angry. But he is in custody. Please, y'all, please, I am begging you, do not create more trauma for this family by doing anything that is not in a in every group there's an agitator. There's always somebody who wants to take a more violent approach to things. But listen, no other lives need to be lost. Let's focus all of our attention and our efforts on making sure that we get justice for Cyrus. I have spoken with his parents. I cannot imagine what they feel right now. People ask me all the time, how do you do this? And I'm gonna tell y'all, I have a son who is that age. I have a son that age. He could be my son. Do you guys understand that? He could be any of our kids. He went into the store to get drinks. He was visiting a family member, and it could have been your child. It could have been your loved one who walked in and didn't come home. It makes me emotional. It makes me angry. It makes me upset. But this is why I love being the coroner, because I can help families understand how their child died. I can help them understand what exactly happened so that they don't have this whole social media rhetoric and narrative being just spun out of control. I have seen so many things that are just wrong about this on social media. The sheriff said it while we were doing the press conference today. We are the voices that you need to listen to. We are the voices that have the facts. I know, y'all, that there have been cases across our country where things have been done incorrectly, where there have been all sorts of bad crimes committed against our young black men. But I'm telling you, in this case, the police did not do this. I've seen where on social media people have said that the police shot him. That is not true. That is not true. This young man, Cyrus Carmack-Belton, was shot by a local store owner. There have been incidences at that store before. There have been complaints. They have police reports for these things, and And so please state the facts. If you're going to discuss this case, if you're going to talk about this case, it is so traumatic to families to have people just out here saying the wrong thing. There are people out here who are just saying the wrong thing. There are people who have so much, guts behind a keyboard, and they don't have all the facts. They just start talking and running their mouths, and they don't know what they're talking about. So I am asking you, if you have questions, I would rather be inundated with DMs and with questions from the community rather than for you guys to be getting information that is incorrect. The correct information is that yes, he was shot. Yes, he had one gunshot wound. Yes, he had a gunshot wound to his back. Yes, he was running away from the store owner who decided to chase him down and shoot him in the back. So please, 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 please share this video if you want to know the facts, if you want to know the truth. The store owner, Mr. Chow, is being charged with murder. He has a right, like every one of us, to have our day in court. Tearing up the store, tearing up the property, being violent in the protest is not going to help us get justice for Cyrus. We want to make sure that we are doing the right things. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to be, saying justice for Cyrus or anything else, but I'm going to tell you, as a mama, as a community member, as a long-time resident of Richland County, the place that gave me a home when I did not have one, I am telling you that this was wrong. Nobody deserves to be shot and killed because someone thought that they were doing something. He did not threaten this owner in any way that we can tell. We don't see any defense wounds on his hands, like there was an altercation of any sort. So please, y'all, if you want the truth, share this video, repost it. I'm totally fine with questions, DMs, whatever have you. You can go watch the press conference. I was very detailed and succinct in my comments there. And then you have this video. If you have questions, please let me know. But please don't share information that is incorrect. It is not fair to the family. It is not fair to our community. It's not fair for the people who actually do proper investigations and do things the right way. We want to make sure that we are actually talking about the right things. Yes, this is a tragedy. I'm going to have to go home and go to the prayer closet tonight to get my mind right. Seeing that young man laying there, I mean, he really could have been my son. He actually looks a lot like my youngest son. It is tragic. It is sad. It is gut-wrenching on so many levels. But I hope that you guys go home today and spend time with your families. I hope that you hug your children. I hope that you talk to them about the dangers that await them in the world in an age-appropriate way. No one deserves to be shot and killed. No one deserves to be shot in their back, and certainly not a 14-year-old child. Y'all have a good day, or try to. I think I'm like everybody else in the world who's just tired. I'm just tired of seeing our young black men killed.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that didn't know, this is Naida Rutherford. She is the Richland County Coroner of Columbia, South Carolina, and she is confirming what I just reported earlier today about a young man named Cyrus Carmack-Belton, the 14-year-old boy who was shot and deleted by an Asian store owner. Now, Richland Chow has been charged. According to her, he's been charged. And the reason why I want to do an update on it, because she was there at the press conference with the police chief telling the media what happened to this little boy. And realistically, she really didn't have to do this. She really didn't have to go on Instagram, on social media, talking about the investigation, because they normally don't want to talk about the investigation unless if there's a police officer or if there's a police chief that will love to talk. But in her case, she was willing to spend her time telling everybody what happened to Cyrus Carmack-Belton. And she was nice enough to do that because she don't have to do it. So I agree with a. I mean, when I saw her Instagram, I just decided to share this to share everyone what really happened. That everything that I said on this video was confirmed. What she said is definitely confirmed of what happened yesterday. The good news is like Rich Chow, the owner of that convenience store that Cyrus Carmack-Belton was shot and deleted, has been taken into custody. So I really want people to know the truth of what happened, you know, that evening. Because at the end of the day, we want the facts to come out. Now, for me, I had to admit sometimes I don't put facts out the way I should be, but now I am because I want people to understand what really happened. And I know the mainstream media probably spin this. I know other social media will probably spin this, and this is mainly the reason why I'm telling you straight up, and I'm telling you that she knows because she was at the press conference and she was there. You know, she's working at the coroner's office in Richland County, which is Columbia, South Carolina. She was there, monitoring the body of Cyrus. So I want everybody to understand that this is very important. We want justice for the Carmack-Belton family. We want justice for them. And it's important to put the facts out. Now, I wanted to let you guys know that if you want to follow Naida Rutherford, she has an Instagram, and you can check her out. Follow her on her Instagram. It's Naida Rutherford. You can. I mean, basically, I can just I could post it I will post it the Instagram on her description box, so you can go ahead and just follow her. But she's willing to answer any of the questions that you want to ask her about what happened that day and why did the young man was shot and deleted. So I'm very happy that Naida Rutherford took her time out of her busy schedule to tell her about the investigation, because again, she don't have to do that. She can just basically just focus on the investigation and never tell anybody anything. But she took her time to tell everybody what happened. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next video. This is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.